My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to the daily challenges here in Slay the Spire. That is the person who is doing the spying. 5 out of 7 here in Veranda. No bug ambassador. Woo, what a gift. Thank you. Don't have to worry about watching that target. Oh, what a weight off my shoulders. Hawk bod, bod hawk, hawk bod. Bod head, got it. Whether or not I'm exactly going to be able to lock those ones in, that's going to be a little bit of a difficulty for me. Actually, that wasn't a weird movement unless bug is available. That's a book from the wrong bookcase at the moment, though. Oh, hang on. Another member of the cast I hadn't yet low-lit. You managed to escape, you did. Hang on. Okay, it's you and... Wait, was it the general or was it you? So someone interacted with that one prior. I think it was the general, so I think it's either the well, I mean, I can low-light literally everyone that's not them right now. So it's either the lady in the red dress, the general, or... this not bespectacled, unbespectacled gentleman over here. See that tray? Okay. That could have been a deferral on a perfect purloin. Let's see if that guest list disappears.
And the end of red.
She's not talking in conversation. The general was in conversation. Everyone was in conversation at the time. Show me that guest list. Okay, guess it's still on there. Good. Both of them had really good opportunities to go for the purloin and avoided it. So now I'm starting to think you perfected the statue swap. I just can't remember which of the older guys I saw. You're picking that up next to the, Steal the Spy. Picked it up while it was directly next to the ambassador, and obviously perfectly swapped the statue at the very start there, which framed the lady in red. Right. Simple. 4 out of 8, 330, cool. Okay, we have bodhead, bodhead bod, headhawk, got it. Do have to keep an eye out for any possible bugs. That's a weird position to stand in. You moved over to look at another statue where you were already looking at a statue at the start. Was that a bug? No, that was the return of the briefcase. Still could have been a bug, though. Guess it's still on the tray. It was Hawkhead at the end, right? Yeah, it was Hawkhead. I'm almost certain it was Hawkhead. Let's hear a... Well, guest list disappeared. Which of you has a drink? Or it's her who just stole it directly there. That was weird pathing there at the very end. And you just housed your drink after taking that guest list. I think it's her, actually. Now I think it's Riding Crop Lady. In fact, I'm certain. You transferred the microfilm? Damn, when'd you do that? Well done. I didn't think she'd done anywhere near that amount of stuff. Goes to show me. Sniperini here on the terrace, no fingerprint, and no purloin. Gotta remember, I constantly get this confused with the same map, but with no swap statue and no inspect statue, and then I just completely miss all of the statue prompts. Alright. Bodhawk, Bod, got it. This is still there. I'll highlight you though because you might then delegate to someone. You joined a conversation, started talking shortly thereafter. Let's see if anyone leaves your conversation to go to the bar. That was a weird movement. You moved past to go to the bar and then back to a statue I think you've already inspected. Yeah. What? So the statue was a perfect swap? Oh, that's wild. He goes over, picks up the briefcase. Yeah, see, I looked at this and I was like, this is a totally normal NPC thing. You went up, picked up that briefcase, the ambassador started moving, and because of that, you tried to follow, you couldn't, you tried to pass it off, and then you put it down. And then based off of the weird movement of the other guy and the fact that the swap had happened, like, here's, you did that to the statue, walked away. That guy came and finished the statue swap for you, right? Wait, what? Hang on, when did the statue swap? Oh, it's pending, but it's not showing pending at the moment. Right. Okay. All decked out on the veranda, 5 out of 8. It's the same as last time, except Bug is back on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. Ambassador meat.
Gotta put that back where you got it from. Hawk bod hawk. Hawkhead. Whoop, hang on. Yep, there's a sliver of white on that page. Good. What are you gonna do with that briefcase, bud? How are you gonna try and deliver that? Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Put that back. I mean, that's the same briefcase he originally got it from. Unless I suspect he moved away and then took out the microfilm, we're kind of fine. That's very close to the ambassador to pick that up. Extremely close to the ambassador to pick up the briefcase. Handed it off immediately, no problems, but very close to start that prompt. Standing in the window for a long time without doing anything. Oh, that was a banana bread. Actually, hang on, I didn't see you. Could have been in conversation. In fact... Interesting. I don't really have any other highlights to make from the banana bread right there. I thought that was Hawkbod. Who's previously or recently interacted with it? Again, I thought it was the two older guys who'd previously interacted with it, but I think I've got a low light on. Yeah, each of them for being out of conversation when the first banana bread happened. Oh, don't tell me I misheard a banana bread because I was talking over the top of it and misconstrued something else as banana bread when it wasn't. Because if so, then I already have some bad, dodgy lowlights here, and that's just going to make me lose. Yeah, I'm actually seeing nothing. I'm completely bewildered by this map at this point. Looking at James Bond up there in the background on the right, seeing the possibility for a microfilm transfer right now. Nothing. Guest list is now missing. Yeah, it was the Queen. Well done. Completely aced everything there. Was moving around the map like an absolute boss the entire time. Yeah, okay, so here's the swap. And it was a white swap? No, it wasn't a white swap. So someone else swapped the statue for you. Where was that? The general did swap the statue for you. Okay, so those were normal. And then past that, she just did kind of social stuff. So yeah, it would have been really hard to track anyway at that point. And in fact, was very hard to track at that point. Redwoods. What do we say to the god of Redwoods? Not today. Veranda. Yeah, you can consider that a cop-out, but the map is not fun. I have no fun playing it. I don't think it's balanced either. I literally can't see anything on the map, and it's not like I need to learn it for Rito and Raps as the series, because both of us think the map is just not good at all. I don't care if I have to tank my score by losing that map every single time. Because I'll tell you what I saved you from right there. I saved you from 3 minutes of me complaining about that map. Instead, you get just 30 seconds of me saying, I don't want to do that map. I think that's a fair trade. Hawkbod, Hawkhead, Bodhead, Bodhead, got it. Okay, you went from a bookcase immediately across to look at another thing, so you could just be going, oh, this is the most adjacent objective I can get. Let's have a look to see if anyone... Okay, so the ambassador didn't take a drink there, so no one's going to be calling me... Bodhead. Bodhead, yeah. No one's going to be calling over Toby in order to get a fingerprint off of a drink past the ambassador. Okay, I think I've got a pretty decent angle right now. I'm probably just going to sit with this for a bit. Guess it's still on that tray. Good. Gonna keep a little bit of a closer eye on the people who were directly next to the ambassador there. Was it Bodbot on the far? I didn't think it was Bodbot on the far. Maybe it's just because I've been to this map many times recently. And Are you reading that book away from the actual bookcase? No. No, that counted part of the bookcase. Never mind, everything's fine. Oh. Thanks, bud. So at the very start, he was actually just going like, oh, just look at this. Oh, you did even the transfer microfilm. I thought I was looking for that. I must have still been doing the cast at that time. But then you moved across and immediately did another thing. And to me, that says you're a spy who's just looking for the most common adjacent objective. And it was Hawkbod. You put it down and you changed it. Great. Feeling a lot better about that now. 3 out of 6, no swap statue on the terrace. Got it. That might have been a time ad there. Like a perfect time ad. You also did just move slightly over in a kind of stutter-steppy fashion. So no swap statue means I don't need to memorize them at the absolute least. It is still inspect 3 statues, so someone is going to have to go to both sets of statues if they actually want to finish their inspections. Okay, you didn't take that. Obviously, it would be confirmed that the member of the cast isn't the spy, so if they had taken that, that actually would have been really helpful for me. In whittling down targets. You might have just deferred. You did just walk directly past the ambassador, but I don't think you dropped your arm. Two people I suspect are very, very close to that ambassador right now. I frankly just can't change my vision right now. Okay, walk away, get out of there, ambassador. You're safe. You could have just sent the ambassador over to take that. Come on, guest list. No! Dang it. Oh, that would have been so good. Also, you just picked up that briefcase to take to the ambassador after the ambassador wasn't the most recent person to handle it, which means that your ability to... Oh, look at this. Which means your ability to fingerprint it is low to none.
And the end of bread.
Talking in conversation during the banana bread, out of conversation, out of conversation. Talking in conversation in the banana bread as well. Neat. I think if it's the queen or if it's the guy with the goatee in the back line there, this will be a little bit better for me. Because if it's Xavier, then Xavier's done basically nothing on this map so far. Joined the conversation, immediately started talking. It's just... Come on, someone house their drink. Oh, it was the queen. Okay, it was the queen. Right. So something I was looking at the very end there is I was trying to see if the guest list had disappeared. So I want to see when it does. Okay, mission win pending. So the mission win pending was her delegating. Yeah, that's... See, I actually suspected that. It's just I didn't see it disappear. And then while this drink was being served... my vision was blocked. So if I'd seen that disappear, I probably would have shot the queen, actually. It's annoying. Because the other two weren't in conversation at the time that the delegate would have had to happen. And the queen was the only one with a drink. Xavier didn't have a drink and the other guy didn't have a drink. Yeah, I would have shot the queen. It's just I didn't see the thing had delegated. Dang it. All right, rush hour, no seduce, no swap. Got it.
And the end of bread.
I wanted to take my lowlights from people out of conversation. So that was probably banana bread, and then now you're checking out a statue. I think it's almost certainly you. I don't think she's bugged yet. I think the likely thing is she turns around now to the bar, tries to order and set up a delegate. She might take it herself, and if she does, she takes a shot as well, but... Fine. Yeah. China Blitzkrieg. Started out with the contact. Again, like, if you end with the contact there, fine. But if you start out with the contact, you're getting caught. So effectively 5 out of 3. Just skipping the Redwood map. This one I could have done a little bit better on. This one I misidentified as well. The reason I'm saying these kinds of things isn't like, oh, I did really well, actually, if you think about all the mitigating factors. It's more like I can see the things that would have created a better score, rather than some of the previous episodes where I just didn't see anything the entire time. So this at least gives me like a clear trajectory for how to improve and make more consistent my performances in this game. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been SpyParty. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.